love them to the end. The devil had already induced Judas, son of Simon the Iscariot, to hand him over. So during supper, fully aware that the Father had put everything into his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God, he rose from supper and took off his outer garments. He took a towel and tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet. Not all of you are clean. So when he had washed their feet and put his garments back on and reclined at table again, he said to them, "Do you realize what I have done for you? You call me teacher and master, and rightly so, for indeed I am. If I therefore, the master and teacher, have washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet."
Matter, nothing. But do you hear it? It's silence. Tonight we will end in silence. Tomorrow we will begin and end in silence. On Saturday night, it's a silence made sacred because this is a sacred time, it's a sacred place. It's a silence that connects these 3 days in our worship. One act of worship spread out over 3 days. It is the Triduum. It is our time of Christian High Holy Days. The days of his passion and glorious resurrection, Son of God, that punctuates what we do these coming days is very important. It enables us to ponder the events that we are commemorating. It allows us to ponder their meaning for us. Now here St. Basil offers us some food for thought. He writes, "Mankind was estranged from God by disobedience. God our Savior made a plan for restoring us. Christ came in the flesh and showed us the gospel way of life, suffered, died, was buried, and rose from the dead. To attain holiness, we must imitate him in his death by being buried with him in baptism.